Monika, it's great to see you, great to have you here in the Hannover Kulturzentrum Pavillon. How do you feel?
Amazing. I'm really looking forward for tonight for the concert, and it's been a year since we've been here, so I'm really excited to come back.
You have been here once already or more often?
One time, and this was great because it was our first time in Hanover, and so it's exciting because we are from Nuremberg and Munich, so it's quite far away.
It's a pretty long drive.
Yes, 6 hours.
Oh man. Tell me something about yourself. Where do you come from?
I'm from Nuremberg, but I went for music studies, guitar in Munich, and the big band, we formed in Munich, and most people are still in Munich, but some are also in Berlin and Leipzig and Karlsruhe, so all over Germany.
I see. So you are like connected with everyone around Germany. But what interests me also is, what was your first contact with making music?
I would say probably my parents, when we had a piano at home and a double bass and a guitar. My dad was collecting all the instruments, and my brother played the double bass and my mom guitar, and so I also wanted to play.
I see.
And after a while I started making up stuff, and then I
Very
really
cool.
liked the instrument.
So you started like by playing around and not like theoretically.
Yes, and my mom taught me the stuff she knew. So
I see.
but mostly it was all about fun, making music. Because every time I heard music, it was, my heart was like, oh, it's so great. Let's sing. Let's do something wild. So
That's very cool. Do you remember what shaped your sensitivity for music in the past? Maybe a specific band or a specific instrument?
I think I went to it's a youth club or something, where, because I'm from a small town away from Nuremberg, so there were lots of hip hop bands and metal bands, and all the metal bands had great guitar players. I was really fascinated by it, so
that's true.
I was like, okay, I need to learn guitar. It's amazing, so they can play so fast. So I really liked the music, and I liked the approach of the singers, but also I heard jazz. And I was like, what are they doing? I don't understand what the thing is. How can they communicate?
Yeah.
And all these mixtures in music, that's what I like.
Over the years, over the time of your life, you definitely have to have some role models in playing guitar, some people that influence you.
Yes, I've been to a Mars Volta concert.
Oh, wow,
And
okay.
Omar Rodriguez Lopez.
Yeah.
I liked how he played because it's a very unique way of playing, so I really like that. But there's tons of guitar players, like all the jazz guitar players. Because I went to study jazz, so I went through all of them, and Wes Montgomery, all the old classics. So I'm fascinated by this as well.
So the next question I ask is a little bit not well aged, but it's definitely something we find interesting. Is there any female guitarists you look up to?
Well, I know, of course, of Jennifer Batten, from Michael Jackson band.
Yeah.
And there is Saint Vincent. Yes, she's amazing. And let's see. The thing is, actually, I'm not really about the people so much, because I like a piece of music. I like an idea of music. So I'm not only about who I find fascinating,
Yeah.
I'm more about, sometimes I'm impressed, wow, how fast they can play or something.
Yeah.
But what touches me is the music. What touches me is the inside of this thing.
I see.
So,
And I think many people look at it the other way. They like the human that is making the music. But for me, it's like there's artists that make stuff that I like and stuff that I don't like really much. And that's okay.
yes. And even if you can bring it a bit further when you say what kind of person is that?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not really interested about the person behind sometimes, because I don't know if I would like the person or not. So I really like music, so I don't want to know too much.
Kind of differentiating
Exactly.
between music and the personality.
Exactly.
That's, I think that's very healthy.
Yeah. For me it is, and after a while you're like, oh, I don't want to hear it. What?
So your music in your orchestra has some notable influences. how many of those influences came like maybe from Frank Zappa?
Actually, I'm not quite sure how conscious this would be, because I didn't listen to Frank Zappa in the beginning. I just started listening to him when people came after a concert and were like, hey, you have to check out this from Frank Zappa and that. And I was like, okay, yeah, of course I know the name and I know like the top hits, but I haven't heard that song. And then I started digging in. And then I feel like there might be a connection because he thinks of a guitar, like he's a guitar player and a composer, and that's what I am. So this might be a connection where we think maybe in a same thing, you know?
See. Yeah,
like
like the same frequency type of personality.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know, yeah. But I don't know him too well, from just like interviews and stuff, and he's very political and stuff. So yeah,
it's like the music is more important than Frank Zappa.
So I think
that's what we said. Yeah, very cool. So when the social media was evolving and you have been creative with music a lot, how did it impact the creativity in music for you?
Well, at first, I must confess I didn't wanted to be a part of it. I see. So I was like, I wanna just make my music and then play the concert. And after a while, you notice that people need to find you somehow. Yeah. So you have to be on those places. Yeah. So I started being on those places, and then I'm like, how amazing! I can connect to people in different countries, for example. Yeah. So that's amazing for me now. I didn't recognize that before because you have your own little world, and in this you're functioning and you're playing and you're having fun, So right now I'm like, okay, yes, we're doing it.
That's cool.
But the most fun is, of course, the music. So
of course, yeah. So the social media type of thing is like another world, but it's starting to get into the creativity. Do you think that you have to change some things about your creativity because of the pressure that social media puts onto musicians?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna give into that because I have music that is 12 minutes long, 9 minutes long. If I play the Spotify game, for example, I'm gonna play it. So I have also broke my piece down into smaller bits, of course, but when I'm playing live, I'm playing the song and it takes 12 minutes. I'm not gonna change my way of writing music just to make the chorus in the first 30 seconds or something,
Exactly.
That's not what I want to do.
I see that.
I might do it sometimes if I want to do it, but right now I'm not on it.
I see. That's not your main mission right now, and that's very, very cool. I'm very cool with that. I know a band which has a Spotify song that goes an hour. And,
oh, wow.
And I'm also when I want to listen to that, I'm listening to that, and I listen to that 15 times. So where's the problem?
Exactly.
Yeah, but not only the songs are big, but your band is also very big.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and you are a leader of a big band and also an electric guitarist in the band. And I think you are the only one in this case that I know active right now. I don't know if it's true, but what do you think about that? How does it feel to be a guitarist leader of a big band?
Normal,
Normal, okay.
Because that's what I started, In the beginning, I was like, I'm gonna make a guitar trio, and in school, we wrote for big band, and I was like, wow, I want to do that because now I have a lot more playground to mess with, So course. I was like, oh, let's try it. And after the university finishing, I called them. I was like, let's try this, try different stuff, and now we are all friends, and we know each other very well. I know all the musicians. I know what their strong stuff is. I know what their best moments are, so I can really write for them. So that's cool. The best for me. So
it wasn't planned. It just started, right?
Oh yeah, it was not planned. That
Cool.
was never a plan. Actually,
Very
I was
cool.
not a big band fan at all,
Yeah, but it just depends on what do you think is a big band.
Exactly.
And you can make a big band whatever you want.
Exactly. And then you start listening to big bands, and then you're like, okay, you can play it like this, or you can do it totally different. So,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I wanna try it some different way, you know? So, and yeah, that's a lot of fun.
That's very cool. I like that a lot. So, but there's also very much commitment and time and work for so many people. How many people is there in your band exactly?
We are 18 on stage, and we have our mixer with us, and a band organizer who helps us for when we are here, for example, like to organize coffee or stuff.
And it's gotta be a lot of work to organize that, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Terrible.
It's terrible. And speaking of that, you have to have someone who is booking and planning logistics. Are you doing that, or is someone else doing that?
No, yeah, it's me who's doing it, because I tried to reach out a couple of times, but usually I got the feedback that the band is too big to bring it on the road.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to change it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we want to do. So I just keep on doing this, you
Very
know,
good.
and I really like it. And then we might not have like the biggest tour, but
That's okay.
it's really wide. So
It can be small but impactful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's really real. We are all friends, you know. I don't want to say, oh, we want to put 4 people away, or you know. No, that's the band, and we play as this band.
That's very cool. Going back to the orchestra and to the size of your orchestra and all the people working on it, there's a lot of instrumentalists, a lot of capable instrumentalists that maybe were capable to, you know, have their own projects or something. How do you work with them, and which roles do those instrumentalists can have in your band?
So in the beginning, we are all basically from jazz music, so it's normal for us to have different projects. So everybody in the band has his or her own band where they are all playing. And my project is also a band where we play, you know, so it's not, we don't depend on that band, you know, so we have it all parallel. So, and I know each of my musicians like the strongest part, you know. I know for this song I hear the sound, oh, this is a flute solo. So I know who I can ask for this solo. And I also want in a concert for the audience to experience all the musicians, all the colors. It's not like my just solo guitar all the time. So because I would want to hear all voices of the band if I want to go to a concert. So I want to hear all personalities. So and I want to show that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's very beautiful. And speaking of solos, because you have some soloists, not every member of your band is a soloist, I would guess.
Well, yeah, but actually they are. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Actually, and they have like a determined time where they can have solos, because we are speaking of a lot of people and we want to make it fair.
Yeah.
Is there any communication about it?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
And we even in the beginning we change sometimes, because I'm always playing different set lists, of course.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm taking your solo tonight. Okay, and you taking hers, or she's taking yours. You know, we mix it up a bit.
Yeah.
So, but we have some that are fixed, but we mess around with it a bit.
That's very cool. Good to hear that you communicate so much.
Oh yeah, I think it's important, so that everybody is like a part of it, you know.
And maybe with 18 people and more may be time consuming, but it's extremely important to get the essence out, right?
Yes, I think so. And the thing is also, these are not machines, they are humans. So, and I really want to have a good time with them. You know, we want to be backstage and have good talk about it, and be like, oh, what did you like today, or what do you want to try? You know, like, so everybody's involved also.
Yeah, very cool. So we were speaking about every one of your member, but let's get back to you. And what I really like about your performance is your own characterization on the stage. And where do you get the ideas from? Where's your inspiration to have these nice outfits out there?
Yeah, it's all a bit out there, you know. It's just with the music, by composing it, you're also like, oh, this could be like a song about, you know, what is moving you. And then when I find it, I'm like, okay, this might look like this, you know. Like for the witches song, I'm looking for a witchy outfit. I need like a crown of woods, you know. or I need like big sticks or something. I don't know. You know, I'm playing around with that, and I'm never finished because I'm still adding stuff to it, and I'm still searching for it.
Yeah.
And then when I see something, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wear that to be more a part of this song. You know, so.
Very cool. And for all the individualists out there, maybe the main question: do you make your costumes yourself, or do you have someone helping you with that?
No, I'm just going on the internet and checking out where I can find stuff.
Do you have a like favorite outfit?
Well, I'm still with a witchy crown. That's I like, and right now I'm still with a mask that is like a what is it? How does it say? How does it say in? So I'm guessing I'm searching for the word Valkyries.
Okay.
Okay. So and it's a bit strange person, I think, you know, and it's fascinating, I think.
I think I see what you mean. Like, Valkyries have many like depictions of many cultures, but I'm really seeing that. I guess they have like this charismatic dominance, like also visually.
Yeah, and it's a some connection to nature stuff a bit, you know.
Yeah.
But it's also a power out of the nature, maybe, you know.
I think I see you there, like.
Yeah, like that. You know, I'm just messing around with that stuff, or with witches.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
everything
cool.
that's all stuff which inspires me.
Very
so
cool.
I'm reading books about it. You know.
I have a lot of sympathy for that. So we get to the more personal questions right here, because there's some that I wanted to ask. But don't worry, they're not too specific, because I just want to know, what are your ambitions besides music?
Ambitions besides music?
I don't know, maybe outfits.
Yeah, I'm okay. I made a little label for my band. So,
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing, you know, and it's has always been about music, actually.
Yeah.
But you know, I like doing some sports or stuff,
Yeah.
but actually not with a lot of ambition. So I'm just doing it for
see.
fun, you know.
So
I'm
no
not,
plans, no baking.
not so much, no.
Ah, okay.
So I'm just I'm doing a lot of stuff, you know, but it's not like I'm like, oh, I'm ambitious, I need to check that out, you know.
So you're putting all of your energy into music. And,
Yes.
And it pays off.
I don't know.
I would
but
say
it's,
that.
but it's fun. I mean, you know, that's the thing. I wake up in the morning and I start doing something that's with music.
Yeah.
And even if it's not, I'm thinking about it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Very cool. So I have only 2 questions left, and they're not specific. The first one is, what is your favorite visual view, like from the mountain or something? Do you have something like that?
Mountains are amazing, of course.
Do you have a specific
like
place?
a place where to go?
A specific place, your personal space where you go?
So since I'm living in Munich, there's a river that's called Isar, and you can make long walks or by bike, and at some point you can see the Alps. But you have to go quite like 2 hours or something by bike, and there are moments where you go around the corner and then you see, if it's a nice day, you see in the background the Alps and the river. It's really beautiful. Yeah,
that's very
I like
cool.
that. Yeah.
And do you have a specific drink that you like, that you would take on a ride there? Your favorite drink?
Probably coffee.
I see. Yeah, I'm completely sold on that.
Yeah.
Very cool. Monika, it was a pleasure speaking to you.
Yes, thank you.
I would have gone longer, but the time ticks.
Yes.
And also you have to get to the sound check, because you're playing like in 2 hours.
Yep.
Cool. I wish you very, very much luck, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you up there.
Cool, thanks.